I'm sorry. Hey guys, sorry, they threw me a curveball, so I got a little bit different presentation. I was going to do bonds, how to potentially make $1,000 by only risking $156. I had to. They threw me a curveball, so I'm going to go cover the mother of all bubbles. Are you guys cool with it? Because it looks like we're about to have COVID 3.0 right now, so it's really on par with what's going on. If everybody's okay with that, just give me a yes in the chat box really quick. Heads up, I just tried to edit out some of the slides because it's usually about an hour and a half, and I got to knock this out in like 45 to 55 minutes. All right, so let's get started. The mother of all financial bubbles is about to pop again. Heads up, that shit just popped today. It's down 900 points already. All right, so I got to give you a warning disclaimer first. This is my no bullshit guarantee. I cannot and I will not make you any guarantee whatsoever. There is no such thing as a guarantee in any financial markets that I know of. Therefore, I don't get one, so I'm not giving you one. My results are not typical. Also, I do not verify testimonials that people send to me via emails, so you should consider their performance and their results as not typical. Most people lose money trading and investing. If you guys understand the adult warning disclaimer that I just gave you, give me the number 11 in the chat box real quick. Now, I'm going to be skipping some of these slides because, like I said, this webinar usually takes about an hour and a half to get through, so I had to chuck some of the material. It's okay. It's still the same material. It's just trimmed down a little bit to knock it out in an hour. I used to be registered to Series 3 and to Series 30. I also try to pretend like I'm still registered, so I never say you're going to make money or guarantee anything. I always say potential, right? Past performance is not indicative of future returns. Just because I killed it yesterday and made money, or if I made money today, does not mean I'm going to make money tomorrow, next week, next month, and next year. If you understand that disclaimer, give me number 22 in the chat box. I don't have time to tell you that I used to not have money, and then I had money, and then I lost it, and I made it all back. I don't have time for that shit. I don't have time to tell you that you should focus on this webinar. What I'm about to share with you could make you at least $3,000 because it can make you potentially a lot more. I don't have time for it. I don't have time to congratulate you and tell you that you're about to witness one of the biggest market pops right now of all time because it's taking place right now today, folks. Today. All right. The markets are going to pop and pull back more soon. Now, if you're not ready for it, you're going to lose a lot of your money in the markets if you make the wrong moves, and that's really, really important. You must do the right things at the right time. Doing the right things at the wrong time will not work. Today, you'll discover a simple way to do just that. I'm going to show you how I've timed this in the past before in several different markets and how we absolutely smoked COVID the last time, and hopefully we'll be able to smoke it this time too. This tactic has helped me catch some really good moves. Really quick, I don't have a way to poll you right now. Do you think the markets are too high, and do you think stocks are overvalued? Just give me a yes or a no. Now, obviously, the market's down 900 points, so I would assume everybody would say probably yes if I was guessing. That's just a pretty big guess. So, all right, oh, got a no. Holy cow. Yes, 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 no, yes, yes. A little, yes, 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 and I got another no. That's amazing. All right, so cool. No. You don't think the market's going to pull back any from here? All right, cool. No, hey, that's what makes a market. That's perfect, and everybody's entitled to their opinion. So that's how the market is set up. So that's perfect. All right, let's build our case for what happened last time using fear, greed, logic, and some good old-fashioned experience. Anytime the market goes to overcorrect, everybody pulls out the chart of the 1929, 1928 chart, and they go, look, this is scarily, eerily close to what happened last time. The only problem when this went like this market didn't go like this. It went like this, and then it pulled back like that. So it's not always a one-to-one correlation to what happens to the past, but the past does leave clues to what you can potentially pull off in the current future. Really quickly, where do you think? Now, I don't think we're anywhere near. I think we're above this right here, this little squiggly line. I'm going to make this squiggly line. Above this, what emotion do you think we are in the market? Is it greed? Is it delusion? Is it a new paradigm? Is it denial? Is it the return to normal? I don't think it's fear yet. Where do you guys think we're at real quick? Also, I don't have a poll for this just because I changed
Order
it on the
filled.
fly real quick. Return to normal. Okay, cool. Greed. All right, cool. Delusion and denial. All right, so we got a bunch of different answers there. All right, cool. All right, so nobody thinks we're in enthusiasm or capitulation right yet because we're nowhere near that, so that's perfect. So we've had a bunch of bubbles pop in recent years. These are America's most dangerous bubbles. We had the U.S. equities market, and we had the U.S. housing bubble. Now we had the housing bubble 3.0. One of the people that works on our team, her name's Katie. She lives in Texas. They sold her house. They had like 25 offers, and one of them was a cash offer of $100,000 off or over what they were asking. So that's the housing bubble 3.0. Tech bubble 3.0 right now. We've had the Peloton and the Zoom bubble pop, right? And now we've had the biggest bull market in the past 12 years. And now we've got inflation all over the place. We've got the SUV bubble, the car bubble, the inflation stuff. Like everywhere you creep, a lot of things are in bubbles. Now, they're not all in bubbles, but they are a little frothy for sure. So when you look at the biggest percentage moves down on a one-day move, Monday we had 1,000 points, right? This is Friday, and it's down over 800 or 900 points. So it's going to rank up here now. So that one was 1,000. This was the first time COVID hit, right? And now these were the headlines when COVID hit. And now you're going to start seeing the same thing with this new variant, depending on, and Europe's already shut down their borders. They're not going to let anybody travel in and out of Africa. It'll be interesting to see if it is more transmissible, and if it's more deadly. We don't know yet, and we don't know if it's going to come to the U.S. or to other countries. It probably will, just like the last one happened, and they'll probably have a fix for it. But when there's blood in the streets, it's a great time to buy. I'm just not sure that right now is the right time to buy. You might want to get a little bit of discount. Now, for my long-term investing, I'm definitely buying today in my index funds because I dollar cost average into those things because that's a longer-term hold, and that's the right strategy to use. But heads up, you're going to start seeing headlines like this. And some people are like, hey, it's too early, don't buy yet. And some people are like, hey, it's just going to get started. It's not that hard to figure out if you just use some basic tools, all right? So these are history's biggest losses, and you can tell that we're about to have another big loss because we're down 900 points today. So now you got this week. This one's down a lot. That was the previous COVID one. Then you had the credit crisis, the terror attacks, Russian turmoil, and then the credit crisis again. So here's what you need to learn from. And regardless, when I make you a special offer thing, write down these two little cheat codes because this is important. The 26 corrections have averaged a decline of 13.7% over 4 months and have taken 4 months to recover. Here's what that means. When you sell off a lot, it's probably going to sell off about 13.7%. It's going to take 4 months, and then it's going to take 4 months to recover to get you back to break even. All right, basically. So it's going to retrace probably 13%, a little bit more, a little bit less. It's going to sell off for potentially 4 months before it bottoms and then bounce back out of that. That's cheat code number one. Cheat code number two. Now, I'm not saying we're going to go into a bear market, although I definitely think we're definitely in a heightened inflation market right now, and it's going to keep on creeping up. I do not believe the Fed at all, thinking that the inflation is transitory. I think it's all over the place. If I go to Chipotle and it now costs me $18 to $22 to eat a Chipotle burrito bowl, and it used to cost $12, inflation's all over the place, right? Does anybody believe that inflation is not a real thing right now and that inflation is transitory? I'd love to hear everybody's opinions on this. Let me see what's right. No, everywhere. Yeah, and you notice, like, you can't even go to a restaurant. People are like, we don't have enough employees to work today to even have them work and serve people and serve food. So it's kind of crazy. So here's the second other number you need for the cheat code. The bear market since World War II, 12 bear markets have averaged a decline of 30% over 14 months and have taken 24 months to recover. So now, if it gets worse, it could retrace anywhere from 14 to 30%. It's going to take anywhere from 4 months to 14 months and then work its way out of there. It's going to take 24 months to get back to break even. So now we have a decent formula. There's no inflation in North Korea. That's pretty funny, Thomas. So we're going to have anywhere from a 14 to a 14 to a 30% retracement off of this one. And it's going to take anywhere from 4 months to 14 months to bottom. And it's going to work out anywhere from 4 months to 24 months. So that's what we got to look forward to, right? When you do that, when you buy those dips like that in your longer term accounts, you can get anywhere from a 30 to a 50% return. I know because I did it in my index accounts, and we have several clients of ours that did the same thing. It is key that you buy when there's blood in the streets, okay? So even though I think the market is going to go lower in the future, I would buy today in your index funds, because when there's blood in the streets, you need to add to your accounts. All right. All right, what about now? Well, those that fail to learn from history are doomed to repeat it, and that is from Winston Churchill. So this is from Michael Burry, and he goes, people always ask me, does everybody know who Michael Burry is? He is the guy that they did the famous movie on The Big Short from, that he pinpointed it, and he's pretty good at shorting markets. Now, he's not perfect. He was also short Tesla, and he got smoked on that one, but he's pretty good at picking some decent bubbles. And right now, both him and I are both short the bonds and the notes, and we're killing it in that market because we knew it was going to go first. But people always ask me, what is going on in the markets? It's simple. Greatest speculative bubble of all time and all things by 2 orders of magnitude. That was in June 15th of 2021. And he's short a bunch of bonds and notes with myself also. And he goes, people say I didn't warn last time. I did, but no one listened. So I warned this time, and still no one listens. But at least I have proof that I warned. All hype and speculation is doing is drawing in retail before the monster of all crashes. The FOMO and parabolas don't resolve themselves sideways. When crypto falls from trillions, or meme stocks fall from the tens of billions, Main Street's losses will approach the size of countries. Histories ain't changed. And then they go on to say that me and Munger and Buffett and Singer, they say that we're out of touch, and we're not considering that this is all different. But we've seen this before, and not just once. So that's Michael Burry of the mother of all crashes, biggest bubble yet. And then here's what Ray Dalio says. So Ray goes through, he did a webinar to Bridgewater Associates, and then he was noting, like, in the roaring 1920s, what was all in a bubble, and then the dot-com bubble, and then he said the 2007 bubble. So what he was doing is ranking different bubbles, and he was going, all right, today's emerging tech, frothy, bubble, somewhat frothy. And when he did this was back in the summer, May of 2021, and then it was somewhat frothy, no bubble, frothy, somewhat frothy, and bubble. So we're right in the midst of a huge bubble, in the midst of just starting to pop. And some things, it's a little selective. It's not a broad market, because some tech stocks are doing fine, but other tech stocks and other just regular stocks are getting absolutely destroyed. So you have to be a way better stock picker than you have to be at the first part of this year. At the first part of this year, it was easy. Just buy anything and it went up. Second half of this year is like, man, you got to be in the right stuff at the right time, or you're going to get absolutely smoked. Now, bubble warning, the S&P 500 has only been this expensive for 4% of the past 140 years. That's pretty scary, folks. All right, so now that we've got proof of what happened in the last COVID situation, and now we've got a new one with the new African variant, do you believe that we are out of the woods yet? I would just love to know, do you think we're out of the woods yet? Is it going to get better from here? Is it going to get weaker from here? We're going to go sideways? What do you guys think? Do you think we're out of the woods yet? I don't think we are. I think we are way overinflated in a lot of stuff. Inflation's starting to creep up. I think the Fed is lying to us. Surprise, surprise. I don't think they're going to be able to engineer a soft landing. I think they're already. Now, what might happen, though, is if this COVID new variant starts getting across the world like the last one did, the government might go, hey, we're going to have to reverse our taper, and we're going to have to continue buying bonds and notes, which I might have to jump out of that position. And then if they go, hey, we're not going to raise rates for the next 4 years because this next COVID one is going to be even nastier than this first one. So I might have to adjust that. So we'll see. I do not think we're out of the woods yet. So the measure, the strength of the move, you got to ask yourself questions. Is it getting stronger, weaker, or is it about the same? I think it's starting to get weaker. Obviously, it's down 800-900 points today. Let me show you how this works. I've done this in bonds, gold, Apple both ways, COVID both ways, and I'll do much, much more examples live as we go through this presentation. All this really is I'm teaching you how to recognize and find and time failure patterns and trend reversals. So I have done this before in the past, where I shorted gold at 1,700 and covered down here at 1,200 for a 500-point gain. I've also been able to get 10 points in bonds using this exact strategy. Back in the day when Apple used to be a high flyer, shorted it at 612, covered it at 402. And then I've also got Apple to the high side, 451, and out of the long at 514. And this is what we did in the last COVID situation, okay? And now we've got a new COVID situation. Now, I call this the triple dip, all right? So if you're conservative and you don't trade, you don't day trade, you don't swing trade, you just long-term index invest, you can still kill it with this methodology, in my opinion. When it fired off a sell signal right here, we were like, okay, time to go to cash in the portfolio and then wait on a dip to buy. And we bought right here. And on that buy, you would have made $69,450 just by buying the dip on COVID, with this indication telling you that's a sell, this is a buy, and then this is a second buy. So you can do several different things here during nasty little sell-offs. You can go to cash is your first option. You can short the thing is your second option. So you go cash or you short it. If you short it, then you're going to cover down here. If you go to cash, you're going to wait and get long down here. And then you get another entry on a long side here. Okay. I'm going to show you how this is done. There's nothing hard about this. These are the best ways to time it in my opinion. So if you guys hear the little donk in the background, that's one of my intraday indicators. So don't freak out about it. It's just telling me what the markets are doing. So we're going to first go through one of the biggest things that a lot of people suffer from, and that is the biggest reason traders get stuck at their current level is they either overtrade, they trade chop, or they do the right things, but if they do them at the wrong time. And one of the best and most important questions I get all the time is, how do you identify chop versus a trend? Well, it's a great question, and it's pretty easy with some basic tools. The ADX will help you a lot. Everybody type in the word ADX. The ADX is a non-directional, so it will quantify a trend strength regardless of whether it's going up or down. Now, here's how you use the ADX. The ADX is an average directional index. Above 20 equals a trend. Below 20 equals chop. So here's what that looks like in real time. All right, this is the T line, the threshold line. Does everybody see the 20, the green line at 20? Everybody type in 20. 20, 20. That means that's the threshold. I'm going to make my decision. If this line is above the green line, so if it's greater than or equal to 20, it's a trend. If it's less than or equal to 20, it's a non-trend. Okay, so I'm going to stay away from the market when it's below the green line, like right in here. And I'm going to play long or short when it's above the green line. Above the green line means trend. Below the green line means be careful. You're probably going to lose some money. So here's what it looks like on an intraday chart of Apple, right? So let's take a look and just say ADX. So the ADX at 0.1, is it above 20 right here at 0.1? Yes or no? All right, here's the green line, 20. Is the yellow line above the green line? Yes or no? Answer is yes. All right. So in this situation, we would get long Apple, and we would stay long Apple until the ADX dropped below 20. So in this case, we'd get long here, and then we would exit right here. Now, notice that the ADX drops below 20 right here. So we would leave this alone, and then the ADX climbs back above 20 right here. It also did it right here. I just left that out. ADX above 20, but in this case, the market went down. So in the AM, it went up, and in the PM session, the afternoon session, it went down. So it's useful, but it's incomplete. The ADX only solves part of the problem. This is how you fix the rest of the issue. You add a bull speed versus bear speed component to see which one's in control. So now let's add this on top of it. So this is called the power shift. Now notice the white line is the 20 line. That's the ADX, okay? At 0.1, when we open here in the market, now the green tells me that the bulls are in control, and the red tells me that the bears are in control. So now watch how simple and easy this is to use. All right, am I trending? Am I above 20? Yes or no? Yes. Who's in control? Bulls. Get long, stay long until the bears show up. Get long, stay long till the bears show up. Now, am I trending? No, no, no. Yes, I'm trending right here. Who's in control? Bulls or bears? Bears are on top. Short that. Does everybody understand what I just went through? I know I'm covering it fast, guys, because this is an hour-and-a-half webinar, and I only have 40 more minutes, okay? So I'm trying to cover it as fast as I can so I can do real-world example in front of you. Does everybody have a decent working knowledge of how you would use this? If the Yellow line is above the white line. It means it's trending. If green is on top, bulls. If red's on top, bears. All right. So, and then I'll use the parabolic SAR to trail or initiate a new target or a new entry. So in this case scenario, you would be long the bonds and you'd stay long until the parabolic SAR flips over right here. All right. Here's what that looks like. So this is an apple. Long, 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 exit. And then I would get long again here, long again here, and long again here. If I know the overall strength of that market is going higher, this is what I would do in crude oil. I would short it and cover. Short, 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 cover. And I just add those to the cloud, all right? Because it clears it up and makes it less choppy for me, and I can get the direction a little bit. Trust but verify. Let's show some live charts and pull all this together, all right? So I am going to say discard. I'm going to come right here to the power shift, and I'm going to show you this is exactly what happened. This is a daily chart of the last COVID breakout. Does everybody see where we are trending right here? You notice how the white line, the yellow line is above the white line. Does everybody see this? I don't even know. Can you see my trade station right now? You should be able to. All right, so right here we have the white line. The yellow is above it. So we're trending, or actually trending right here. Now, does everybody see this little sell dot right here? Give me yeses if you see the sell dot. So I'm trending, and I have bearish control because the red's on top, and then I have a sell dot right there. So I've got all three confirmations: trending, bearish control, and a sell dot. Give me a yes if you're following me. Give me a no if you're lost. Then you short it or you go to cash here. All right. Short, 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 or cash, 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 cash. Oh, looky here. Now, check out what happened. Here we have a buy dot, but we still have the bears are in control. Bears are in control. You can just barely see it. Bears are in control. Bears are in control. Oh, looky here. Here, we finally got the bulls to show up. The bulls were on top. So this had red tips. You just can't see it because the white line's on top of it. Red, red, red. Now we have buy dots, trending, bullish control, and then cover. So sell, go to cash, get long. Short, cover. Does everybody understand it? Pretty simple. Let's see what it's saying about the Dow. Now, I know you're going to say, oh, this is hindsight bullshit. Nope. Real time. Everything's real time. Oh, looky here. Let's see if you had a little bit of an early warning system pre the new COVID. So trending, the yellow line is above the white line. The bears are in control, and you had sell dots. What was the proper thing that you should have done? Yeah, we're probably going to go lower, folks, right? That's pretty easy, pretty simple. Let's do this. Let's go to the S&P. Let's see if the S&P is a little bit different. S&P's just now went into a sell today. All right. So it's trending, bears in control, and a sell dot. So the S&P is a little bit stronger than the Dow, but the Dow's going to get smoked, right? All right. What about the Russell? The Russell has been death warmed over for a little bit now. So I'm going to give you the first signal, and then this is the one that fired off a short. So you had trending, bearish control, sell dots. And I noticed you had sell dots before you went into bearish control. So you can do 2 or 3 out of the 10, or 2 or 3 out of that situation, or you can do 3 out of 3. I like 2 out of 3. I also like 3 out of 3. Let's see what it's saying about the NASDAQ. NASDAQ is saying, look at there. That's amazing. The NASDAQ's not even a sell, folks. Look at there. Even though it's down 223 and this is a daily chart, it is still quite bullish because some of the tech stocks are keeping that baby afloat. Trending, bullish control. It's almost about to go into a sell, but it's not yet. So I would stay away from the NASDAQ right now. I would short the Dow, or I would look for buying opportunities in the NASDAQ is what I would do. Now let's check this out. What about Bitcoin? Does this work on everything? It works on every single thing out there, folks. So trending, bearish control, sell dots, Bitcoin sell right there, and it's dropping like a stone. Is the ADX in power shift indicator? Yeah, the ADX is the white line, is the threshold, and the yellow line is the ADX, and then this is just the bulls versus bears. We call it the power shift. All right, let's go look through a couple other markets. All right, so let's take a look at the 30-year bond. Trending, bullish control, buy dot. I am short a ton of bonds and notes right now, so now I've got to hedge that position to keep my longer term short position intact. What about the Bund? The Bund, bullish, trending, control, bullish, but we have sell dots. That's confusing. I'm gonna leave that one alone. What about crazy gold? Gold is trending, bearish control, and you got sell dots right here. Check this out. There's your sell dot on that move when gold moved down 40 some points last week. Now, if you've never traded this market, well, let's take a look at crude real quick. Crude oil. What should you be doing with some old Crudelicious? Check this out, all in real time. So right there is the sell dot. It's trending, bearish control, sell dot, sell, and now it's absolutely collapsing, right? Now, look at the back end side of things too. You had buy dots, and then you had trending, bullish control, and buy dots. Buy, sell, buy, sell. See how simple that is? All right, now let's take, most of you have never traded this market, and there's going to be a meat shortage in the next 3 to 5 years. Check out live cattle. Trending, bullish control, buy dots, going to cruise higher. All right, what about feeder cattle? Trending, bullish control, buy dots. Now, if you don't have a futures account and you don't trade futures, just trade COW. It's an ETF that's going to track meat, okay? This is going to be a good, solid trade going forward. A good, solid trade going forward. All right, what else? Well, I'm drinking a little coffee right now. What's coffee doing? Coffee is in bullish. It is trending. The ADX is above 20. It's in bullish control, and I've got buy dots. It's probably going to go to 260 next week. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to open it up just for a few minutes. I'm going to let you guys feed me symbols. Here's the rules, though. If you don't follow the rules, I'm not going to put your symbol in there. It has to be all cap lock so I can read it, and one per customer. One per customer, okay? Put me in your symbols, and I'll let you look at this in real time so you can make an informed buying or selling decision right now. LPLA. LPLA. This is trending, bearish control, and a sell dot, probably going to drop down to 150. All right. NVIDIA, NVDA. NVIDIA is trending, bullish control, buy dots. You're good to go long in that one. That looks solid. Qualcomm, trending, bullish control, but sell dots. A little confusing. You've got 2 out of the 3 to the long side. I would buy it on a pullback is what I would do. ETSY, a little Etsy action. Trending, bullish control, buy dots, looks good to the high side. Next target, 350. TSM is trending, bullish control, but sell dots. I would be a buyer at 113. You got 2 out of the 3. Ford, let's take a look at Ford. Ford trending, bullish control, buy dot support. I like Ford. I would buy it with a target of 24.25. TXG, trending, bearish control, sell dots, probably going to drop to, if I was guessing, 132. What is the symbol? TTX. Trying to make sure I'm getting as many as I can. UB, I don't have that one. Ultra Bond, mRNA. This is trending, bearish control. So trending, bullish control. Sorry, I was backwards there. Trending, bullish control, buy dots, probably goes back up to 450. TSLA, Tesla. What shows that it's trending? If the yellow line is above the white line, so in this case it would be close. It's trending, bullish control, buy dots. Next target, 1222. Goldman Sachs is trending. The yellow line is above the white line. Bearish control, buy dots. That's confusing. I would bracket trade that one or just watch that one for the next couple of days. Zoomalicious. Zoom is trending, bearish control, sell dots. Probably will continue to drop a little lower. Okay, let me see here. Amazon, AMZN. Amazon is trending, bullish control, sell dots. Little confusing. You got to wait till the third one lines up there. Do I use different time frames? Yeah, I do. I'll use a daily, I'll use an hourly, and I'll use a 10-minute. A daily is just easy for me to do it because there's so many people in here. But yes, I will. All right. CRM is trending, bearish control, sell dots, probably going to drop to 260. All right, let's do this. You guys got a lot more symbols than I thought you would have, okay? Let me get back to my PowerPoint. I'll make you a special offer, and then I'll do symbols until the end of my talk. Is that a fair exchange? Are you guys cool with that? All right, let's do that. All right, I'm going to do that, and then that way I can get more symbols in for everybody, okay? All right. Now, Do you see how this is a powerful way to position yourself for the next market moves, whether if they're going higher or lower? This is a very easy methodology in order for you to time the market better. It's for trends and trend reversals. If it's going to roll over and die, it's going to catch it for you that. If it's going to bottom out and go higher, it's probably going to catch a lot of that for you, okay? So it's clearly us versus them. This is no time to go it alone. You know that Wall Street will do just about anything and say anything to make you forget about the risk that you are exposed to in today's overinflated stock market. You know they're lying to you. You know how you know they're lying to you? Because their mouth is moving. That's how you know. They want to keep you fully invested and buying even more stocks and fund shares right up until the very last point of the next big decline. Let me take a little hint here. Let me guess that Bloomberg and CNBC, the market was on fire right up until the 900-point drop happened, right? Where I'm like, well, maybe you should take a little profits. Oh, hell no. They're like, hey, everything's fine. Get long, right? I want you to disappoint them. I want you to preserve your wealth and keep it growing safely by fully understanding the risks as well as the rewards of the markets right now. More than that, I want you to use the principles and tactics to double your money and then double it again as stock prices get hammered into the ground. So, introducing the new Mother of All Bubbles mentoring package. It is a module 1. I teach you how to use the power shift for swing and day trades. Module 2, how to trade trends and trend reversals. That's module 2. Module 3, how to use parabolic SAR for swing and day trades. Module 4, how to hedge trades, which I'm going to be doing in my bonds and note trades right now. And then ongoing mentoring. I'm going to be with you for several days, several weeks, probably several months as we go through this stuff to navigate what's about to happen in the market. All right. What platforms do this indicator work on? So number 1, I have taken a very simple indicator that is complicated to read, and I made it easier and more useful to use. So if I don't have it for your platform, I can usually tell you what indicator that's freely available on most platforms. I can show you how to tweak it to make it more useful to match mine, okay? So if I don't have it built for your platform, don't freak out. I can probably tell you which free indicator to tweak to make it look like mine. It works on Wealth Charts, Ameritrade, Thinkorswim, TradeStation, eSignal, and NinjaTrader. But if you have a closed platform like a Schwab or something like that, or Interactive Brokers, don't worry, or anybody else that's a closed platform. If you've got a decent package that does charting, I can show you how to manipulate a free indicator, and it'll match my same indicator. All right. Here's a fraction of what you'll learn. Number 1, proven setups to time the markets better. Trading rules and indicator settings. Checklist with cheat sheets. With entries and exits. Stop losses and targets on the trades. How to scan the markets for the good ones. How to filter out the duds so that you never guess what to do next. How to potentially minimize your risk by using tight stop loss, and how to potentially maximize your gains by hedging and also having wide open targets. Everything is already recorded online so you don't miss anything at all right? Now, so what you're going to do is go to hubertcenters.com/power. hubertcenters/power. Is the power shift your ADX indicator? Yes. The power shift is a combination of an ADX and the bulls versus the bear speed. So here's the deal. Power shift, $497. Trends and trend reversals workshop, $197. Best way to use the parabolic SAR, $197. I'm going to do 4 live analysis sessions, 1 a week for the next 4 weeks. All right. So 1 a week for the next 4 weeks. You and I will get together and we will scan the markets together, 1 a week for the next 4 weeks. Now, I'm also going to do monthly scan sessions and alerts for 3 months, 1 a month for the next 3 months. I'm going to actually scratch through this. I'm going to make this 6 months. So this should be a total of 3. It should be a $600 value instead of a $300 value. All right. I'm going to add 3 months onto the normal 3 months. Okay. I'm also going to send you alerts via Telegram. All right. As we update our portfolio, as we're getting smoked to the downside, so we can time it together. Total value would be $1,576 plus another $600. So a little over $2,000. Okay. A little over $2,000. discount, special offer, $4.97. Now I'm only going to give the 6-month deal to the first 28 people on this webinar. All right. So you can call area code 859-963-3445, or you can go to hubertsenders.com/power. I'm going to grab that really quickly as soon as I figure out how to grab it, and I'll post it for you in the chat box here. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to scans and help y'all out some more, okay? And answer as many questions as I possibly can. So once again, the offer for you is I'm going to do all this live in front of you, one a week for the next 4 weeks, and then once a month for the next 6 months for a total of $497, but only for the first 28 people, okay? That's it, 28 people. So now I'm going to, has everybody got the link? You should have the link. Let me give you the link one more time. All right. Now I'm going to bring this, I'm going to get out of PowerPoint. Let me show you what's going to happen when you go to the shopping cart page. All right. So you can see Bob G just placed his order. Just fill out your first name and your shipping address. There's no shipping required. It's just it's all online. And then fill out your credit card information here, and then submit your order. It's only $4.97. It's a one-time fee. It is not a recurring subscription. It's a one-time fee. It is not a recurring subscription. If you want to place your order with PayPal, you click right here, and PayPal will finance your purchase up to, I think, $24 a month if you use the PayPal credit card. There's Ricardo L from, damn, I don't even know where that's at. I couldn't even pronounce it, somewhere in the world. So there's 3 orders that I've already seen go through as I've been telling you. There's the 4th. Ronald M from the United States. So there's the 4th order. So they're racking up quickly. If you're going to get one, get one. What's going to happen when you buy this, you're going to go to a members area and you'll log in. I'm going to log in real quick. Let me log in with my password really quickly, and I'll show you what all you're going to get access to when you log in. Give me just a second. And then we're going to spend the rest of the time doing nothing but looking at charts, and I will help you as much as I possibly can, as the market is absolutely getting destroyed. And that's a wonderful thing if you're a trader. If you know how to deal with it, it's a wonderful thing. If not, it's going to be a bad day for you. Just all depends on how you're wired up. Where are you located in Kentucky? I'm located in a little town right outside Lexington, Kentucky called Versailles. That's how the rednecks pronounce it around here. Proper pronunciation is Versailles. So what you're going to do is you're going to go right here. You can go to Power Play Workshop, okay? You'll get a secure username and password. Then what you're going to do, you're going to go to the group coaching calls. Here's the scans and the picks. We got a spreadsheet for you, and there's the alert system. And then all you got to do is coaching. I'm going to meet with you once a week for the next 4 weeks, and then once a month for the next 6 months, but only for the next 28 people. All right. There's the workshop, live coaching recordings, the scans and picks, and the alerts really quick. Very easy to take advantage of. Okay. Now let me go back here. I'm going to attempt to put this here so you guys can see it, so I don't have to tell you what the link is every 2 seconds. All right. There it is. There's that. Now let me shrink this down just a smidge. Smidge is kind of like a pinch. Does everybody know what a pinch is when you're cooking? That's kind of what a smidge is. All right, so we should be solid. Can everybody see that? HubertSenders.com/power and call that telephone number. No, it will. Thanks. All right, cool. All right, cool. Now let's take a look at some more symbols. All right, once again, if I didn't get your symbol, I'm not trying to be a dick. There's just a lot of people in here. All right, now I'm back on time. I've got 20 minutes to answer as many possible questions as I can. I know I got through the information fairly quick. If you want help navigating the new pandemic so that you can potentially make some more profits, I'm going to be your guide for the next 4 weeks, once a week for the next 4 weeks, and then once a month for the next 6 months, but only for the first 28 people. All right, I'm going to go through these symbols. Ready? PENN. PIN is trending bearish control. Sell dots going to get absolutely destroyed. Heads up, you should already been short this thing a while back, fellas. This thing absolutely looks atrocious. I think I can shrink this down just a little bit more. Let me see if I can. I'm having an issue with my little tracker thing here. Oh, there we go. That gives me a little bit more real estate. There we go. All right, so PIN has been a sell all the way back. All the way back here. Actually, trending would be right there. All right, so it's been a sell ever since that right there. So nasty, 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 going lower. CTSH. This is trending, bearish control, and sell dots. I'm going to mark it for you so you can see how well this thing tracked it for you. There you go. That's your trending, bearish control, sell dots. Going to break down and go to 74. The ZN would be the TY for me, so I'm going to go TY. Trending, bullish control, buy dot. So be a great place for me to hedge. And I'm already hedged in these suckers when I saw it happen last night and this morning. So I'm solid on that situation. LULU. LULU is trending, bearish control. And we got 2 sell dots right there. Lululemon is probably going to drop, take out these lows at 446 and then drop to 415. STLD. This is trending. Now notice how it was non-trending for a little bit right here. Look, it's got a little sideways thing. Trending, bearish control, sell dot should drop down to 55.48. CLW is trending, bearish control today. You still have buy dots, so this one's going to have to drop a little bit more before it gets a sell. If it breaks 38, it'll probably go to 32. All right. HON is trending, bearish control. I'm going to mark it as soon as you saw the sell. The sells were right there. Trending, bearish control, sell dots breaking down, going lower. FCX trending, bearish control, sell dots. I'm going to mark it for you. There it goes. All 3 converged right there. FCX could potentially break all the way down to about 32. NKE, Nike. Trending, bearish control, 2 sell dots. And there you have it. Sell signals probably going to drop down to 147. Now, let's think about this a little bit longer term. If we look at this, we're going to go at YM, the Dow. All right, so we're down $857 or 857 points on the Dow. If you're a long-term investor, there's blood in the streets you got to buy, right? Now, it's probably going to get substantially worse if the new variant starts really breaking out in Africa and then gets to other countries. It'll get much worse, right? We'll go back into the COVID situation and things will start dropping. The Zooms of the worlds, the Pelotons of the worlds, those things will do well. And a lot of this other stuff is going to get smoked. If you don't know how to handle that, it's going to do the exact same thing to your portfolio as it did last time. What we did is, if you're a longer term investor in your index funds, you go to cash and you wait until this thing gives you a buy signal and then you buy, right? If you don't have this thing, you just got to buy when it's down 800 points because there's blood in the streets. All right, let's see where we're at. Oracle, ORCL. Oracle, non-trending. Everybody see what's non-trending? The ADX is 17. I would leave this alone. It's non-trending. Bearish control and sell dots. It means it's going to drift down to 90 at least, but it's non-trending, so I would leave it alone. BAC, Bank of America. Trending, bearish control, sell dots. Probably going to drop back to $42. TDOC. Trending, bearish control. Has been for a bit, though. It's been in a sell since 136. It's trading at 130, so you've already missed the first 6 points of that move. So overall, it looks like it's going to get smoked. CSCO, little Cisco. Trending, bearish control, sell dots. It's going to go back and revisit 51. On trending, bullish control, buy dots, probably goes to 65. AAPL, Apple trending, bullish control. I would be a buyer all the way down to 152 is where I'd buy that. PHM, trending, bullish control. See how this is selective? See how not everything is getting smoked? Certain things are getting smoked, but not everything. That's why it pays right now to be a stock picker. You can't just go long everything and throw a dart. You have to be a really good stock picker right now. PHM, bullish, trending, bullish control, buy dots. I'd be a buyer down to 48. XLC, trending, bearish control, sell dots. Probably going to break more. Go to 74. AFRM, Affirm, smoke sausage, folks, smoke sausage. All right, trending, bearish control, sell dots. Probably going to go back down here and fill these gaps at 89-ish. BLOX, BLOX. Oh, nope. I got nothing on. Oh, is it BI? It's BI. BIOX. Sorry, I'm dyslexic, fellas. All right, this is trending. The ADX is above the white line. The yellow line is above the white line, means it's trending. It's got a reading of 35.79, trending. Bearish control, sell dots. Come back and revisit 13 is what it's going to do. I already did FCX. X. Steel, trending, bearish control, going to drop back down to 21. KAR. Now notice, if you're a longer term investor, just wait for the pullback to complete itself. If you're more of an aggressive trader and you're more of a speculator and you want to trade some more active stuff, well, then go ahead and start shorting some stuff, right? So this depends on your stylistic approach. KAR, trending, bullish control, buy dots, acts like it wants to go to 18. ISPC, trending, bullish control, vertical move, probably going to go to 30. OXY, trending, bearish control, sell dots, probably going to drop down to 24. CRM, trending, bearish control, sell dots, has support at 260. Either short it and hold it to 260 or wait until it gets to 260 and buy it then. ZYXI, I think that's right. Trending, bearish control, sell dots, heads up, it's going to go to $11. LPLA, trending, bearish control, sell dots, next target 145. You guys see how powerful this is and how easy this is to use? Number one, you need to know, is it trending, yes or no? If the yellow line is above the white line, it's trending. If the histogram is green, the bulls are in control. And if you have buy dots as support, in this case scenario, look how simple this is. You went from trending bearish control to trending bullish control, and then you had a buy dot. So right here, buy, long, potential exit. And then you do got a potential exit here. And then you also have a, hey, you better get the heck out of Dodge right there. Now notice I didn't say you're going to get long here at this dead low. I did not say this. I did not say we're going to get long here at 139. And I also did not try to blow smoke up your rear and say, well, we're going to get out at 176. Nobody can do that stuff. Nobody. All right. Not even computers can do that stuff. But you can get long here and out here, and you got most of the meat off the bone, right? Does it work on Forex? Yeah, it works on Forex. It works on everything. All right, wait a minute. Netflix, NFLX. Netflix is it trending? Let's see. I gotta up this, see if it's trending. Yeah, trending, bearish control just barely. On this one, you're gonna have to wait for today to close because it's trending and it's got a red tip to that, so it's saying sell and a sell dot. So Netflix will probably drift back down to 648, but you just need to give it a little bit of room to work today to see how it kind of closes out today. What time frame did you use? Can you go down to a 5-minute frame? Yeah, I use a daily, an hourly, and a 10-minute, but you can use it on a 5-minute. Let's look at what it looks like on 5 minutes on Netflix real quick. Here's 5 minutes. Trending, bullish control, obviously gapped up and pulling back, but that's what it looks like on Netflix. Obviously, the lower the time frame, the higher the signal to noise ratio you're going to get, so you got to be a little bit more careful. But yes, it's holding up well compared to the other market. At least it's up and holding its gap, right? Now, if you want to compare that to something else, Disney, DIS, Disney, trending, bearish control, sell dots, gap down situation. I'm going to switch it back to a daily here. Trending, bearish control, sell dots. So you got more pressure to the downside on old Disney here, and it's been a sell. Look, that's a perfect signal. Bullish control to bearish control. Trending bullish, trending bearish, sell dot, get out of the way. I'm going to go get destroyed. Where am I at here? Netflix. MGY is trending, bearish control, sell dots, next target 116. All right, guys, I'm going to go over one more time here what you got and what you get. Number one, you get the power shift indicator. If you don't have the power shift indicator, and if I don't have it built for your specific platform, don't worry. It's a free indicator that you just have to modify to make it easier to use, because the one that's freely available is a nightmare to use. It's just not any good. All right, so the power shift, 497. Trends and trend reversals, 197. Best way to use the parabolic SCR, 197. 4 live analysis sessions, 1 a week for the next 4 weeks to navigate these uncertain times, okay? All right, 1 a week for the next 4 weeks. Monthly scan sessions and alerts for the next 3 months. Now, I did say for the first 28 people, I will extend that for 6 months instead of 3 months. We'll meet once a month for the next 6 months, and we'll scan the markets, and I'll tell you what I'm getting in and what I'm getting out of. So I'm going to be with you once a week for the next 4 weeks. So for the next 30 days, we'll meet once a week. And then after the first 30 days are over, then we're going to meet once a month for the next 6 months. Strike out the 3 and do 6 months. That'll double the value there. Grand total, $497. Go to hubertcenters.com/power. All right. That is only for the first 28 people. I am going to hit a couple more symbols here real quick until my time is up for 7 more minutes, and then I'm going to hand it off. All right. ADM. Let's go ADM. Archer Daniel Midland. Trending, bearish control, sell dot. Next target, $60. Google, GOOGL. Google, trending, bearish control. I would short Google. Target would be 2,700, and then I would cover and go long. Google's one of those companies that kind of prints off cash. I have already completed this workshop. Would it be possible for me to sit on this time again? Glenn, call the office. They might be able to make work something out with you, Glenn. Just call the office. What parameters do you use ADX? 14, 20 as standard and 20. For the ADX, I use a 7 and a 7 period on the ADX. Yes. But now, heads up, you still won't have the bulls versus bears at all. The 5-year note. All right, let's go over here to the 5-year note. For me, that'll be the FV. Trending, bullish control, buy dot's probably going to go to 120, maybe even 123. So the bonds are jumping up. Now, I'm doing 2 things here. I am hedging my position in my 10-year notes that I'm short, but I'm shorting the 30-year on this bounce because I'm already short a boatload of 10-year and on both the December and the March. So I'm hedging those. And then on the other ones, I'm shorting this nasty little bounce on the 30-year. On this 30-year bounce right here, I'm shorting the fire out of this thing today. Now, it's saying trending, bullish control buy dots. I'm going to try to short this area, and I'll use a fractal to that. It's a longer-term trade, and it's a totally different type of trade. But yes. DRNA, trending, bearish control. You can't do anything about it. It looks like it's a buyout. So it's a flat line. You can't do anything with that. Facebook trend. Oh no, non-trending. It's barely trending. 2240. Let me see. Is it trending? I got to see my number. Nope. Non-trending, bullish control, and sell dots. I wouldn't touch Facebook right now. It's a little too confused. The ADX is actually below 20, which implies it's non-trending. So I would leave that one alone. AMD. All right. AMD is trending, bullish control, sell dots. I would buy this on a pullback with a support of 120, and I would buy 140 and 120. All right, guys, I've got 4 minutes. I'm going to hand it back over. If you were one of the 28, all you're going to do is once you get your username and password, you're going to scroll to the membership area, and you're going to go sign up for the group coaching. It'll be Thursday at 7 p.m. And then these are the recordings. If you miss one, it'll be posted here. Scans and picks. We got a worksheet right here for you of the current positions. This is the Telegram alerts, and then that's the workshop in order to learn how to use it. Here's the indicators. So just click on what you need here, and it's on demand, and you're good to go. Guys, good luck. Hope it helps. I hope you guys make a killing today and going forward. Looks like the Dow is not going to fill its gap today, and it looks like it's trading at the lows, actually close to lows. It's down 966 points based upon the South African new COVID variant. So be careful out there, folks. All right. Good luck. Hope it helps. I'm going to hand it back off.